breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Dustin Hopkins about set to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground with Breida. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And see, when you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Side move him down on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Eckler again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. 12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Jackson's throw taken in by Chark. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Chargers had 10 and 5 to start play, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Eckler, they run left side. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
David Ojabo.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally
he's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
That's once again complete to Chark.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
5 yards remain on second down. They go play action with Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier. Hey, Alpha,
play action. Now Jackson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Jackson will throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Jackson going to run.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 5-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 21, Chargers 3.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of the backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Adafe Owe
Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Let's go now.
On fourth down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Herbert now.
At the 32-yard line.
He finds his target, Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And some room to work. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff football.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete.
He's got room at the 30, and he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
A big play there for LA. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams.
And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And open left side, it's Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. So left on there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll outbreak from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams.
He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, LA!
Mike Williams.
60 yards.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. If I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the